Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What is on my freaks and peeps? It's us, we're here. Woohoo! Yeah! Hello! Hello, Mimi! Wow, 10 months! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, it makes me feel really weird that I've been, like, affiliate for that long. Or not quite that long, but close to that long. It's like crazy. Anyway, hello. Thank you very much for the resub, Mimi. I appreciate lots of love. Yeah, I'm a bit at a loss about what to talk about. I was like so fried since yesterday. Hi, hi. Hello, hello. My brain is like completely fried because yesterday I streamed. Well, I didn't stream. I was on someone's stream. If you missed it, I was on the Oldest Man Rod's podcast yesterday. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun with it. 10 out of 10 would do again. But I kind of had a bit of a freak out on it, and I don't think anyone noticed, but like I was like really like when they did the intro, I was like super excited and I was like, "Oh yeah, let's go." And what happened yesterday, I was on a podcast. Um so I what was I saying? Yeah, so I was I had a bit of a freak out. I got really like excited when the intro started and I started stimming. And again, you couldn't tell because you guys can't see, like there's no hand tracking or anything. But I got really like flappy and excited and then suddenly like the questions started and then I suddenly like had a bit of a like drop in my stomach and then I started having a bit of a freak out internally and I really had to keep it together because I was like this well you guys can't see but I was like so I was this close. I was this close to a fucking meltdown and it wasn't anything to do with them. They made a really wonderful effort and made me feel really really at ease, really great. But I don't know, I think I just felt really underprepared even though I'd had like questions beforehand. I had all this stuff, I had plenty of time to prepare. I just kind of like ended up just word vomiting and sort of freaking out, and I don't know what it was, but it wasn't anything to do with them. They were great. I just straight up like had a bit of a like minor meltdown internally, which was wonderful. I don't know what it was. Maybe the social anxiety just finally catching up to me just kind of killed my adrenaline. So that was nice. You did great. Don't worry. Need to finish it. Thank you, thank you. Yes, if you missed it yesterday, the VOD is still available over on the Oldest Man Rod's previous broadcasts on his Twitch channel. Which, if you don't know where to find, you can go onto the Discord server and there's a link to his channel over there, but then I can also put a thing in here. Give me 2 seconds. Shout out. There you go. If you want to go and check out Oldest Marod, for those watching the VOD back, this VOD, I've just put in chat to follow the Oldest Marod. So if you're not sure who that is, you can go onto Discord and there should be an announcement in the first notice board. Yes, but it was a good time. I had a lovely time. 10 out of 10. We had a lovely chat afterwards as well, which was super nice. I don't know what it was. I just suddenly like I think just like maybe it's just an autism thing or an anxiety thing, but I got like really high adrenaline to start with and I was like feeling on top of the world and then suddenly it sort of like flipped the coin the other way and suddenly I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god, and it's like all that adrenaline just sort of turned into fight or flight mode and it was not fun. But it wasn't anything they did or anything. It just, for some reason, my internals just decided that that was what we were going to do that day. So that was nice. Sounds like I'm being off my medication and I haven't. um because yes, even if you're on anxiety medication, for anyone, just the topic of discussion, for anyone that is considering going on anxiety medication, like, or like has been recommended it by their doctor, just be aware it doesn't stop the panic attacks and it doesn't stop the like anxiety. That all still happens. It's just not as frequent, and for the first couple months you'll feel like everything is great. And then suddenly you feel like everything is nothing. It's such a weird feeling. But yeah, it's such an interesting thing. Like, I'm on sertraline and it's like, I don't remember when I started taking it, but I remember like they told me like it'll take a month before you feel anything, and suddenly after a month I felt great. And then suddenly I was going from having like, because this is how extreme my anxiety is that I went from having like a panic attack every other day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, to having one like maybe once, or well, at the time like once every 3 weeks or something. Now it's like once every 2 weeks, probably. Some weeks are worse than others. It's just how it goes. You can't really predict these things, but it's a vast improvement. I know to anyone that doesn't experience like panic attacks or anxiety attacks, this is gonna sound like a weird conversation to have, but like it's pretty extreme. Hello there, critter of the criteria. How's it going? I hope you feel better than yesterday. I feel great. I was great yesterday. I had a wonderful time. I was really happy yesterday. I just for some reason had a bit of a meltdown in the middle of trying to talk, and I fumbled my words and then started panicking about it. But that wasn't anyone's fault. But I feel fine. I feel fine. I feel fine. Yeah. And if you mean like, am I hungover? Because if you didn't know, I drink every Sunday. I feel fine. Felt a little like groggy this morning, but I woke up early. Like, I stuck my head out the window. I've got a bit of a fresh air, and I feel fine. Net Redeem Drink Dummy. Thank you, Net. I will drink to that. Dude, you were pissing Rod off yesterday with how often you were like doing the drink redeem. Not actually pissing him off, but like I don't. This is the thing. Whenever I'm like collabing with anyone, Net immediately comes into that chat and then redeems the hydrate button for anyone, and it's so funny because it's like you guys get to experience what I experience. Because then I make them drink with me. I don't have a straw either. I'm drinking this straight, which feels horrible in my teeth and I hate it. For anyone curious, I always drink with a straw. Hello? Oh my god. You're gonna hear that now. That's my mother. If it goes off again, I swear to god. I usually drink with a straw, which is what that clattering noise you guys hear in the background quite often is. I just don't have any at the minute. They're all in my dishwasher, which is like great. Also, if you live with one other person and you don't live with anyone else like long term, because I have kids, right, but they're not here all the time, and you like live with one person, we've got a slimline dishwasher. Dude, that thing fills up like once every like 2 or 3 days. Like, it does not fill up at all. And so I end up like just using all my straws up in like 2 days. And if I don't like put the dishwasher on, then I just lose the straws. It's great. Dude, you can't just say I'm fine, yeah. No, I am fine. I'm fine. I don't know what it is. I feel really like, I do feel really stressed at the minute. I don't know what it is. I'm not great at analyzing my feelings, which is an autistic thing, but it's like, there is like, I'm noticing like a heart rate elevation recently at random events, which isn't great. And it's kind of concerning me a bit and might mean I need to go and see the doctor. But I'm not too worried about it. I think it's just that it might, you know what it might be? It might just be the prediction that something's going to go wrong, because nothing's really gone wrong for me in the last few weeks, which is nice. So, knock on wood, nothing goes wrong. Welcome, Virus Mystic. Drinking, let's fucking go, lads. Let's get plastered the Holy Book of Words. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Dude, I drink every weekend, and I know to a lot of people, especially you guys, like, you guys think I drink in excess, and it's like, you have to realize the average person, from what I understand, drinks maybe like a glass of wine. Like, most people I know drink a glass of wine with dinner most evenings, right? Most people go to like they have their evening meal. They've been at work all day. They're 9 to 5. They get home. They have a nice like bolognese or something, and they drink a glass of wine. Right? I don't get that. Mostly because I don't like wine, but also because I get home at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then I go to sleep, and then it's like I wake up and it's like a matter of hours before I have to go to work again. So like for me to drink on a weekday when I've got work, it's just not doable. Oh god, did I drink on Saturday though? My god, our staffing at my current, like my place of employment, right? Our staffing levels have like decreased rapidly, and they're decreasing more. I know for a fact we're losing more people soon, and they just can't replace them, which is wonderful. So most of us are doing two people's job at once, which is like not great for my mental health. So your girl is like taking relaxation time pretty seriously at the minute. But I'm fine. I'm not drinking any more than I usually would. But like I may be drinking a bit earlier than I usually would, so oh my god, my dishwasher is filled like every day because I got the cheap one with like no inside space. I can fit barely anything in it. Did you get like a desktop one? Because we were gonna get one. Free me, please free me for the no. You could stay in there. What was I saying? Yeah, so I fill my dishwasher every 2 to 3 days. But like there's two of us. Dishwasher filled with everything. I mean, maybe it's because we don't really do a lot of like from scratch cooking, if that makes sense. Maybe it's that. No, it's a slimline, so it's like mine. But it's cheap being Q1 and you can't actually fit any plates in it. Feels bad. Our one is like that as well. We've got like right angle plates. I don't really know how to describe them other than that. Our plates are basically like it's a flat piece and then it's got the corners. Most people's plates are like tapered slightly. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. Think of like if you've ever seen like a plant pot and you know like the like drainage plates for outdoor plant pots where it's like you get a pot, like I don't know, it's basically like they're just kind of like straight line, like it's like it goes at a right angle, it's like flat bit at the bottom and then straight up at a 90-degree angle. That's our plate, so there's like quite a hefty lip on it, right? I'm not explaining this well. If you guys have been in my Discord, you'll have seen me post a picture of my plates. Anyway, then there's not the usual like ones where it's like slightly like curved and then it's got like a thin bit and then you can like usually slot that within like dishwasher grates. We don't have that. Our slimline ones don't fit. I don't think they'd fit a regular plate, but our plates, they don't fit. So we have to put them like sideways, which is like terrible. And it just means the dishwasher usually fills up quite quickly because of that. But it's still like every 2 to 3 days, which is really gross because it's like that those plates sit in there for that long time, which isn't great. But once that fills up, then we do it. But as in wash the dishes. But I mean, I don't do much like from scratch cooking, so that might be why. Like most of our cooking, like you just put on a baking tray. Like it's usually like pretty pre-prepared because your girl is not good with cooking. Like the most from scratch cooking I'll do is like when I'm doing like pulla bolognese and I'm having carbonara, which I do both of those. It's pretty simple. You just put the meat in the frying pan. Like oh. No. I'll let you have that one. Rat, why is it always you that always ends up getting like smited? The what was I saying? Yeah, so like you just put the meat in the frying pan and then you like fry it for like 10-15 minutes and then you put the bolognese sauce in and then like all your herbs and stuff on top. And then while that's all going, you're boiling the like pasta or fusilli as we usually have. And then once that's boiled, you like spoon in like half the contents into the like frying pan with the rest of it and then you drain the water and then you just put the carbonara sauce in. That's about the closest I'll get to from scratch cooking, but that's me like literally doing stuff from a jar because I just can't. It's not even that I can't be bothered, it's just that I don't want to. It's like genuinely like there is just a part of me that is like the idea of preparing food with that many textures is just I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't think that's fine. Oh, same. Yeah. Jasper, alright, time to get a shot in, lads. Alright, lads, you know what to do. Let Jasper drink. Don't let her drink too much when she starts to run off at the mouth about eating pussy. That's usually a good way to tell she's done. Dude, that's just a regular weekday. Why is it always you? Autobot is racist to get rat people, I'm telling you. No, it's because every like some fucking other sentence from you is something to do with eating ass or pussy. All my cooking is from scratch, pretty much. Plus, the cats use like 5 bowls a day. 5 bowls a day? What? How often are you feeding your cats? Yeah, I know. I don't ever do from scratch cooking. It's not even like it sounds like I'm being a bad housewife, but it's genuinely like I'm not great with like mixed textures, and a lot of home cooking tends to be mixed textures. And Paul's not fussy, so it just ends up that we don't do a lot of like homemade like from scratch cooking. I will do it for like seasonal events like winter solstice is coming up. I'll do it then. Like I'll do like a slow cook meal at some point, but I gotta figure that out. I'll probably have to borrow my mother's slow cooker, but I might do something then. And but from scratch cooking, I do a lot of baking from scratch. Like at the minute I'm mainly doing cookies because I don't have any other dishes that I can do like things like brownies or cakes in, which sucks. I'm working on it. I'm really skinned at the minute. But like one of the things that I will do with that is that I'll that's also on a baking tray, but that's about the most I think. It's like bolognese and making cookies. I love making cookies. It's like one of my favorite things. I haven't done it recently. When we moved in here, I was like doing it every couple days. I don't know why I stopped. I think there was just like I think I was just blowing through so much like eggs and stuff, and it just felt a bit like excessive. And then I think I just got bored of the taste of it. I will do it again. Um, there's 2 cats. They use 2 in the morning for breakfast and 2 for dinner and 1 for dry food. Wait. Oh man, I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. No! Dude, I need to see your celebration cooking for solstice. I'll send a photo at some point, hopefully. I don't know, the last time I did it was like several years ago, because it's always the time of year that I do like it's the only day of the year that I do like a proper meal. I don't know if I will do like a huge thing. What I always do though is I always make a what I call a Reinhardt cake, which is basically like a forest gattu that came from a Overwatch cookbook that I've still got. I have an Overwatch cookbook, and one of the Reinhardt, because they've got different recipes for all the characters. So one of those recipes is Reinhardt, and it's a basically like a Black Forest like cake. And I make that every year, and that's always great. Showed my mother up when I made it the first time though, because my mother makes like Victoria sponges, right? I remember she always used to do them for birthdays and stuff. Literally the driest thing I've ever eaten in my life. No offense to my mother, love my mother, but like Jesus Christ, did she like I don't know what she didn't put in there, but like Jesus Christ, it was like eating drywall. Like straight up was not like it was like stale on the day of the celebration, let alone like on like a couple days after your birthday, you know? It's like you couldn't eat it. It was so solid. It's so gross. So she doesn't cook the cake for me anymore. So when I like made my own cake, I think she was fully expecting it to be like the driest thing on earth, and it was like not because I actually followed a recipe. And she's like, "Oh, it's lovely and moist," and I'm like, "There you go. I'm a great cook, right?" Uh, But I will send you a photo at some point. Wait, your cats have different bowls for food? I think most people's cats have different bowls for food. Let's speak your mind, dear. Right? Yeah, speak your mind. Come on, right? You can't leave us hanging now. Yeah, I don't want them to have dirty bowls. So they have like 6 china bowls, and I rotate them plus some metal ones for their dry food. This is smart. Didn't know your cats are so posh. Jeez. Looks at bowls. Human servant. This is my morning food bowl. It's evening food. Get me my food bowl now. Cat's got autism. Like straight up. Like it's like it has to be the morning plate. I don't eat like separate meals a day. Like I will have dinner later. I've had some food today. Dude, maybe this is why I had a bit of a breakdown yesterday. Like, not a breakdown. I had a meltdown internally yesterday on stream, right? Well, on the like behind the scenes, right? I realized when Paul got home that evening that I had not eaten anything all day. Which was not intentional. I just wasn't hungry. And I like felt really stupid about it. I had a like yogurt after he got home, but I was like, man, I did not eat anything yesterday. Maybe that's why I'm so shaky. Who knows? I'm fine. Genuinely, I was like, oh jeez. I just wasn't hungry, which is like not typical of me. Usually I'm like quite hungry on Sundays, but I guess because I'm awake a lot longer than I would be on a normal weekday. On the weekends, I tend to eat more, just sustain the energy. I usually have like more than 1 cup of coffee, that sort of thing. But like, I just don't know what happened on Sunday. I just sort of didn't. I don't know if it was just that I kept myself so busy for so many hours that I just didn't really like stop to think like, here's the shakes, time to eat. But I didn't even get the shakes, so I don't know. I mean, I don't eat a lot anyway, day to day. I will eat. I've realized recently, and I think I do need to go to the doctor because something's not right. In that I eat a packet of crisps in the morning at work, and then I go home, and then I sleep, and then I wake up at like 5 p.m., and then I eat dinner, and then I have a dessert, and then I go back to sleep. Which is a considerably low amount of calories when you think about it. And I'm not really losing weight, which has happened before, and I've had to see the doctor about it. But they kind of just turn their nose up at me, as they often do. So this is why I don't really talk about this stuff, because I don't think I think there's something quite wrong with my metabolism. And it's been bothering me a lot recently, and I've been doing some research behind the scenes. But it genuinely doesn't seem to make any impact whether I eat or I don't eat. Oh. Can you tell this has been stressing me out for a few days? I think it's just it is stressing me out. Because I know I need to see a doctor about this, and I know they'll turn around and say the same shit they always do, which is like, just try and eat better. It's like, do you not maybe think that it's not actually helping? It's like, I gain weight if I eat more than that, but I don't seem to lose weight. And that would imply there's something wrong. I've had it before. They've not been very helpful. My metabolism issues in the past. Like, I literally have been laughed at over the phone about my metabolism because I said to a doctor about it, and they're like, do you eat a balanced diet? And I was like, not really. I was like, unless my mother cooks it, because back then it was like I relied on my mother's cooking, but it's like, not really, unless my mother cooks it, I don't really eat any vegetables. And she was like, well, maybe try and eat more. I was like, bitch, shut the fuck up. It was like genuinely, like, she straight up laughed at me over the phone, and it was like, hang on. Like, there's no stopping to question, like, if maybe something's going on behind the scenes. I don't know. This is just something I'm thinking about. Well, if you say so. Listen, having a meal at a leg spread dinner is always a 5-star. God damn it. Jeez. I pretty much eat only when I get the shakes, not gonna lie. That's a very autism thing. Girl, if you stayed with me, you would leave. Mimi's fanning me out, guys. Confirmed. I'm Mimi's next sacrifice. You heard it here. I'm the sacrifice. Like, she's gonna fat me up. I'm gonna be served up on a 5-course meal to the gods. Granny behavior. Yes, we can tell. Oh god. Thyroid issues. Maybe this is the problem. Is that I went to them last time and asked about my thyroid, and they did a load of blood tests, and the results kind of were not something that they really talked to me about. Like, I had pretty severe vitamin deficiency. I had a severe folic acid deficiency, which, if you don't know what that means, folic acid is something you're supposed to take when you're pregnant, and I have to take like vitamins for it, like, because one of the things that, you know, I eat the right stuff to get folic acid. The problem is that I don't have great vitamin D. Is that the sunlight one? I don't go outside very often. I work in warehousing in the middle of the night. I leave and I go home and I sleep in a very dark house, right? I'm not seeing the sunlight enough to like really absorb anything. My skin is very translucent because I'm so pale. Because of this, my vitamin D, I think it's vitamin D, because vitamin C is like where you don't have enough like citrus and stuff, right? Something like that. Anyway, I don't have enough sunlight to absorb certain vitamins correctly. I know this for a fact. And one of the things that this caused was the folic acid deficiency, and that caused my weight to sort of climb despite the fact that I wasn't eating any different. If anything, I was eating less and my weight was climbing quite considerably. Not that I've ever weighed myself. I haven't weighed myself in years, but you can tell, right? So my weight was like climbing for a bit, and then I had to take these like booster vitamins, and that helped, and I eventually like I started losing weight. It was good, right? I had no problems. But they kind of didn't address anything else. Like, my mum looked at the results and she's like, from what I can see, there's no thyroid issues. But one thing I've looked at is I looked at the blood tests again recently, and I found one of them is like my blastophemial results. Vitamin D or vitamin C. I don't know which one it is, my dude. My blastophemial, it's something to do with, it indicates that you've got a inflammation somewhere, and one of the reasons I went to see them was because I was gaining weight despite eating less, and I was experiencing hives, right? Someone in my chat at the time said that it sounds like I might have an autoimmune disorder, and I was like, I don't know. I'm thinking that, but I'm not 100% sure, because we were like genuinely sitting here questioning, like, could it be something like Hashimoto's, which is like a thyroid issue? And it was brought up and then dismissed. And I just assumed they tested for it, but I've looked at the results. They did, in fact, not test for it. So this is why I think I'm going to have to go back to them, because I don't think they did test for it. And I'm ticking a lot of the boxes for Hashimoto's with the regards to the hives, which I don't get as much as I used to, but it seems that anytime my heart rate increases like unnecessarily, I get hives, which is not great when you work in like a fast-paced industry. But whenever I like, if I scratch myself, or if I was to pinch myself, not that I do this, but if I was to pinch myself or like grip onto my skin, that like just minor like dent causes like a huge like hive. It's so weird. Also, like, a lot of like hormonal acne is sort of happening, and also my hair kind of like it's not as like thick as it used to be, which I'm not surprised about because my food intake hasn't been great. But then I'm noticing like there are some coarse hairs when my hair's like not really curly, it's not really flat, but that's something that I've always had. But I've looked into it, and apparently that could be an indication of Hashimoto's. So think I gotta chase him up about that. I'm just not happy with it because it's like another thing is like I have torticollis, right, which is like a disorder where you've got a neck issue, right? So torticollis is like something you can get from like a car crash or in my case and many infants' cases, the strain of once when you're given birth to the child gets stuck or there's some trauma in getting the I can help you with vitamin D. But Jesus Christ! Paul's gonna come in here and be like, the what? He's not worth it. God damn it. When is he going to be banned? Oh my god. Wait, you and Maple both work at the same warehouse, just different shifts. No. We very much work in different parts of the country. It's autism and ADHD thing. I hate it. I don't blame you. It's not fun. Food pyramid have found to be a lie. It's just hello. No, nothing's going on. Don't worry about it. Go away. What do you want? You come to say hi? Yeah, there you go. What's the beeping? Oh. I'd love to work with Jasper. I would love you to work with Jasper too. It'd be a fucking whale of a time. We'd never get any fucking work done though. Hi, Paul. Mimi says hi.
Hi.
If you guys can hear him. Yeah, no, it's like there's something not right is what I'm worrying about. I like don't seem to be like I don't know, my body's just not reacting correctly. And I don't know if it's just maybe I'm just like not really aware that I'm not eating like the right calorie intake. I don't know, but like I feel like if I eat anything over like I'm really sorry if anyone's got like previous eating disorders in my chat and this is triggering. I'm really sorry. I hope that you have clicked away from this video right now. But like I don't eat enough calories. There is no way that I'm eating 2,000 calories a day. But then I'm like I don't think many people have to worry about how many calories they're putting into their body. Like, and it's so unfair. I literally breathe funny. Paul or Daddy. No, it's not your daddy. Don't call him that. That's what his kids call him. I just don't think I eat enough calories to like I don't eat enough calories to be the like size I am, is what I'm trying to say. Which would imply a thyroid issue, but they just don't want to deal with me about it, and it's stressing me out because I genuinely don't want to have to put myself through talking to them just for them to turn around and be like, oh, we can't find anything, there's nothing going on with your thyroid. It's like, I'm clearly having issues. Just don't really think about it. You need more calories. Have you heard of a blender, Jasper? It's the best invention of just consuming calories without having to chew. I don't mind like eating food, it's just like I don't want to be like intaking more calories. I don't really know how to explain this. Maybe I should just not. I can't risk putting more calories into my body. It's the problem I'm having. It's like I'm very aware of the fact that I'm probably not eating enough calories, but if I was to eat more, it's going to cause problems. And I just need because it's not helping. Like I very clearly got like some sort of body dysmorphia issue, and I'm very aware of that. But it's like the fact is like body dysmorphia is all well and good, but like you can see the clothing. So I don't know if I should. Really sorry. This messes with your metabolism. Yeah. Jasper has a wonderful video of her talking about a blender. If anyone's seen it, god damn it, I still haven't posted that. I've literally got it on my computer ready to go. I just haven't actually transferred it to my phone and to the social media platforms. I'm so sorry now. I am getting there. Yeah, I have to be really careful about my metabolism because my metabolism is just not there's no way it's functioning right, but to be honest, I think a lot of it is genetic issues as well. My dad's side of the family have quite high metabolisms, right? They need to eat a lot of food to be a sustainable weight. But then on the flip side, my mother's side of the family, they literally breathe honey and put on weight. And it's something that has only been pulled up with my nana, my grandmother, right, on my mother's side. And she had a thyroid issue. But I did talk to the doctors about this, and they just once again fucking dismissed it. And I'm just really fed up with it. And this is the problem. It's just I feel like I'm crazy, but I genuinely wonder if I turn around to the doctors and go look, I want to have blood tests to see if I have Hashimoto's. Will they just do it, or will they fight me over it? Because they seem to fight me over everything else. I'm just in tears. Oh my god, he's here. Get out of my fucking chat. It's funny, he's laughing. It's wonderful. Hi, Nat. Sorry, Justin says I can't be your daddy. No! You can't even be my daddy, let alone their daddy. This is unfair. Oh no, he's here, Scarpa! Dad in chat. No, we're not starting this. He is not my dad. He's my boyfriend. Dude, I don't think people really cottoned on about the age difference in the relationship until yesterday's podcast. Talking with Rod and his missus, right? And them talking about the age difference, and it's I'm over here at 24 and Paul's 48, right? That's I don't know if it's just me or I don't really see the age difference in that. But I don't know if you guys do. Or if you guys can stop. Parent the stars, god damn it. I'm gonna change. I need to look at the settings of that, and I say that every time, but I never do. God damn it. I will do it in a sec. I don't know if you guys can contextualize the age difference, because I can't. Anyway, right, I'll do that in chat. You haven't specified how I've got to draw it, so I'm just going to do the hashtag get wrecked. I make the rules. Haha. Why? You said yes on the Q&A. Yeah, Paul, you're letting that down. Well, you won't be my daddy. No response. Hi, Mina. Welcome. Good to see you. Dad, boyfriend, Sweet Home Alabama. No. I am not related in any way, shape, or form to Paul. We're not even married yet. Future, hopefully, but do dad and shit. I don't know how to do. Yeah. Please don't spill out. Cool. Go with that. Do a purple dad in chat. Hey, Mina! Look, Mina! What are we painting? Saber Sensei has asked for a hashtag dad in chat without any kind of explanation as to what that means, so I'm just doing a straight up hashtag dad in chat. Isn't it just DID? I can't put that. Busy day today for our local dad. I need to change the category as well, just while we're at it. You should draw Paul. No, I'm not drawing Paul. I cannot draw men. Save my fucking life, dude. I'm like honestly terrible at drawing dads. Or men in general. I'm just not good at it. I have tried, and I've tried drawing Simon Pegg, and I've tried drawing Paul, and both times have been absolutely abysmal, and I will not risk it. Paul is a daddy. He is a daddy. He has children. We have discovered this, guys. His children, guys, it's not like a daddy in the like, oh my god, daddy. No, it's not like that. His children straight up just call him daddy. Like, it's always daddy, because they're that age, and it's like, guys, you're ruining it. And when I got with Paul in the first place, I said to him, like, so I can't call you daddy, and he's like, no, you can't call me daddy, my children call me that. So you guys calling him daddy is like literally going against his wishes. So how do you feel about that? Mina, Jasper is blocking me from calling Paul daddy. No, you can't call him daddy. No one can call him daddy. If I'm not allowed to call him daddy, none of you can call him daddy. Why is everyone except me being allowed to call him daddy? I wouldn't call him daddy anyway. I'm not got a daddy fetish. You know what? I actually just had a thought, right? And I don't know if it's worth talking about, actually. Never mind. No, it's not DID, it's that DIC. I don't think that means anything. Why did I think it was DID? Jesus Christ. Dad in Discord. Dad and Dick. I hate straight lines. I'm honestly terrible at it. I see people on like online being like, when artists like can't do this and they have to do like this, it shows they're not confident in their like drawing skills. And I'm like, of course I'm not fucking confident. Do you know how wobbly this looks? At least this looks textured and realistic. You know? I hate it. Look at it. It's terrible. These actually look like great. In chat, I don't know. What was I saying? I'm completely missing chat, by the way. Paul is daddy. No, he's not a daddy. Dad in chat, abbreviated to D. It is literally dick. Okay, maybe he is dad in chat because he is a dick. Anyway, he's downstairs. I'll make him daddy. No, Bono! No, don't you start. You and Net are like two peas in a pod, I swear to God. Can I call him Paulie? Paulie? Why? Paul, can we call you daddy? He's not in chat, I don't think. He might be. Oh no, he is back in chat. God damn it. Preg, no! 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 You can be chat dad. Oh, he can't go back on his word. He said yes to being my daddy. Yes, he has been. Yeah, he's got to honor that now. Don't Latinas call their husbands papi? I think that's, yeah, I think it's, but I think it's the same connotations as like daddy. It's like how men also call them. Is it mamacita? I've heard that one before. It's not quite daddy. It's close though. Oh no, it's it papa is oh my god. Papa is the Spanish way of saying I have no idea. I don't speak any other language. That sounds like I'm like looking down on other languages. I just can't even speak English. I think that's more of a king thing. I think it's just like the same thing as daddy, where it's like, oh my god, he's a daddy. It's like very much in a like sexual connotations, but everyone wants to call me daddy. I know they do. And this is why I told you when we got together that you're going to have to get used to it. But he said, no, guys. He said, no. He said, I'm not allowed to call him daddy. So therefore, you guys are not allowed to call him daddy. Although he seems to be giving you consent. So I feel this is unfair treatment. I'm calling CPS. Or Childline. I think that's what it's called in the UK. It sounds like it's raining. Oh my god, it is! Dude, it's been like stupid sunny all morning, right? And I was like, oh, maybe today's the day where we don't get like a rain shower. It's fucking pouring it down out there. I literally checked the weather yesterday because I have to check the weather based on my like to pick my clothing for the week. Also, in chat, put it in the comments, right? Am I the only one that wears like I'll pick a top and like trousers, right? Or shorts or like whatever, right? I'll pick like a top and trousers, and that is my outfit for the whole week. Like from Sunday to Sunday. I shower in between that, right? But like that is my outfit. Keep in mind I also have a work uniform as well. So I'm not like wearing it like, 12 hours a day. Like I have a work uniform and I sleep, right? And I don't wear the same pajamas. I do change my pajamas. But like, and underwear obviously, but like my top, my trousers, and my bra I literally wear for the whole week. I know some people find that gross, but it's a texture thing for me. I like, if I keep changing my outfit too many times a week, it's a texture problem. And also, I live in Cornwall where the water bills here are stupid high, so I don't have the luxury of like cleaning my clothes as often. So like, there is reason to this. Jasper, what? Welcome to streaming. People get really weird. It's the same here. I was like, woo, time to work on a Katsuobi. Bam, pissing it down, bruh. I hope you're able to get that done today. Nasty, is it? I'm so sorry. I also only shower twice a week. Just putting it out there. Sorry to ruin your immersion of like some like wonderful like. I only change my underwear when it feels like fuck off, Bono. That's not what I mean. God damn it. Oh, sorry. I wear the same bra for most of the week, but underwear every day. Yeah, I wear the same bra for the whole week from Sunday to Sunday. So the bra I've got on right now is the same bra I will have until Sunday. But my panties and my socks every single day, sometimes twice a day. Okay? If I get home from work and I get into my pajamas and go to sleep, when I wake up, different pair of pants. If I also shower between that, also different pair of pants. So sometimes it's 3 times a day. So like, sanitary wise, I'm fine, but like realistically, I don't produce much like body sweat. I'm quite dry. I don't know why. So like, things don't smell Or at least I've been told they don't smell. Oh god. What is jogger's nipple chafing? Oh my god, my dad used to get that like horrendously. I remember like he had like, because he used to, oh, he still does. I say used to, he still does. But when I was a kid, he would go on like marathons and stuff. And obviously, when you go to marathons, they give you a medal, and they also usually give you something else complimentary, and that's usually a t shirt. And sometimes it's a towel, but they usually give a t-shirt. And so he's got loads of like these running t-shirts. Some of them are just a generic like Gildan sort of style like cotton blend, and sometimes they're like proper like runners like sweatwear, and they're always like the cheapy like ones. And Jesus Christ, it was always so funny. You could tell when he had not worn it before, when he would go out in this like yellow like lycra style top, right? And he'd come back from like a run with like two like bloody patches on his shirt. It was like, and he would just complain about it for days on end. It's like, why do you not like put plasters over them if you're going to be wearing something new? And this is something that I don't think women get very often. I don't think I've ever like experienced like chafing like that. When I got my nipples pierced, I experienced it, but I had plasters over those more. My dad says 2 days in, 2 days out, 2 days front, 2 days back. I'm sorry, I can't flip. No. Basically, I think fungal infections like Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I wish you guys could see or hear what's behind me. I don't think you guys can hear it, but like, holy shit, it's like monsoon out there. It is monsoon season for us, but. And by that I mean Cornwall, because Cornwall is like tropical climate. Not the rest of the UK, but for some reason in Cornwall we just get like all the like rough ends of like the weather. It's just like it's like a shower out there, but like not like in a like, oh, it's like shower. It's like, no, it's heavy showers. Like it's like you step under like a pressure washer out there. It's raining so fucking hard. Fungal infections like athlete's foot. I've had that, not because of like socks or anything. I think it was actually due to like school shoes. Don't ask. Oh. Um, but I used to have athlete's foot really bad. Ironically, you want to know what's? I'm not gonna say how I cured it actually, but like if you know, you might know. There is a pretty well-known cure for it. But I don't think I can talk about it. I don't think I can talk about it on Twitch, and also I think that I would prefer to not. That's okay. How do you draw a hashtag? I'm not a millennial. Hashtags are not part of my rotation. This is stressing me out. I don't know. Oh god, I fucked it. Oh no, I fucked it. Oh god. Right. This took a surprisingly long amount of time. I also can't like. Can you see that? Like when I put it down, like it doesn't want to like move. That's the thing thinking I'm like pressing on it and I'm not. It does that occasionally and I'm not really sure why. Dad in chat, there you go. Maybe I should put a square in the middle. Why does that look like a Pokemon of some sort? Which one's gonna go through? Oh, did she seal it all up properly? Yes, she did. There you go. Chat in chat. That's my actual handwriting. If you wanted like know what my handwriting looks like, it's like that slanted. I don't know. Have I ever showed you guys my handwriting? If I sign something. There you go. JasperWackx. That's how, if I ever sign anything for you guys, that's how that would look. Not like that, obviously. It would be a bit neater, but... Right, time to get sustenance. Enjoy your sustenance. I will probably take a break real quick and then we'll get on to the game. Look, okay. Does anyone remember when the hashtag meant number and not hashtag? Yes, I do. I do, greatly. It really, like, got me when they started using it as a hashtag, and I was like, oh, man. To be fair, like, when it became an internet thing, I couldn't tell you when they started doing that, but, like, when I was a kid, I remember it was always, I always pointed to it on, like, a landline, because I'm that age. But, like, I would always point to it on my, like, parents' landline, and I'm like, what's that symbol for? And they're like, oh, that means number. And then I experienced social media, and then it was on there. I was like, why are people putting number in front of, like, these words? And I didn't understand. Tumblr, when Tumblr kind of came into effect and they hashtagged everything, I was like, what the fuck? Why? These are not numbers. Oh, it would make sense. School shoes probably don't breathe well. No, they were like the cheapy shoe zone ones. The Cure. No, we're not licking feet. Food. Remember when hashtag was pound and not hashtag? What was it? I don't know. Anyway, there you go, Saber Sensei. Give you some stars as well. We use the original shapes, make it look cool. Interpretation. Fun. And then I will do some creative mastery here. My neighbor outside genuinely busted. I think she is. There you go. Chat in chat. I think that's beautiful. Probably the nicest piece of artwork I've ever done for one of these. Straight up. Can you tell I make my thumbnails in this? There you go. Right. Okay, I'm gonna take a break real quick and I'll save this and upload it at some point. And then we will go on to Portal 2 because Wheatley is calling my name. Dude, I found out who the voice actor for that is. Stephen Merchant, which is why I'm like, why does he sound like Bilbo Baggins? Because he's not Martin Freeman, but pretty sure he is. You don't know who that is, Stephen Merchant. If you've ever seen Hot Fuzz, he is P.I. Staker, as in Piss Taker, the one that Simon Pegg's like. P.I. Your initials are P.I.S., so Piss Taker. And then he goes and he's like, the swans escape. It's that guy. It's the guy who owns the swan. That's who Wheatley is played by. If you didn't know. So I found that out today. That was great. Right, anyway, I will BRB. I will see you in a sec. And I'm back. Of course, Jasper is on break when I finally come. It's alright, I'm back now. I'm here. We're here. We is here. I just want an annoyed Paul. Hopefully it loads. I don't know. We've had trouble with it. There we go. Right. Onwards, people! I don't know how far we got. Play single player. Continue game. Thank you for having me yesterday, Rod. I had a really good time. Gotta keep your partner on your toes, understandable. Bruh, I went down, and in retaliation to me going and annoying him, he decided very loudly to start doing the recycling behind me. I was like desperately trying to find some food. Did not succeed, by the way.
Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting two people you haven't seen in a long time.
Oh god. I'm also gonna turn this up because I've noticed it's not really like playing the audio very loud. Oh god! Oh fuck. Very fun. How do I get this one though? What's that? Okay. What do we do? Hey Mina, perhaps Jasper shouldn't be on the— Ow! Fucking Christ. We were on the right category, it's just like... we had to go back because someone redeemed Paint with the Stars. God damn. What is going on? I guess we do one of these. I guess we do. Will you shut up? I'm trying to think. Neradine, drink everything you know. I will drink to that. Oh, yeah. You want to know something gross? Probably not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Going back to the topic of, like, potentially thinking I maybe have, like, some sort of thyroid issue. I kept, like something I experience a lot is, like, acid reflux. I think it's acid reflux. It's like acid reflux where I just, like, think I'm going to burp and then I have to throw up in my mouth. So I did that in my sleep the other day. I woke up and like my whole like esophagus was like really burning and it really hurt and it was so dry for the whole day. It was horrible. Anyway. So I'd add that to the conversation. Um, you silly dum dum. Oi! It's okay, Mina. She likes it raw, apparently. Heyo. Pineapple. No. I like raw pineapples, but like, and raw vegetables and fruits. I just don't like them cooked. Blames Net with the clips. It's straight up. What did I do? Dude, we were talking about the fact that you clipped Rod Smith's Jen and on her twitching. Also guys, I'm only a mod, not an editor. I can't edit her channel. Yeah, no, I haven't actually welcome Scotty Pua. Welcome, good to see you, welcome. Hello. Oh my god, it's twitching. Oh yeah. Hi, welcome. I'm not an editor. I can't edit her channel unless she changes something in the commands. No, I think Mina's right. I don't think I've got it set so she can change the category. I maybe should let you do that. No, I just don't check. I'm not doing good on this quiz. Or quiz? What do you call it? Fuck. Listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world, and all day and all night, and everything about him is blue. Like him, inside and outside, blew his house with a blue. This is what I get for singing copyrighted content! Oh my. Oh. Shit. I can't breathe. Jeez. Oh. I'll never live that down. No, you won't. You'll never live down the 5-pound incident. You're fine. Oh god. We can look at them later if you want, so I can change it for you when you forget. Thank you, Pina. Look, definitely die. No, dying. No, I am dying. She's turning blue. Yeah, I'm doing it a little too literally. Right, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. And I can't breathe deeply without needing to cough. I need to get in there, and I don't really know how. Wait. Okay, it doesn't seem to make, it just... Oh, I got it. No, I figured it out. I'm just not paying attention to my surroundings. It's house with a blue little window and everything inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window. Can you just go on the center point? Is that so? Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care. I didn't. Okay, I've missed that quite badly. I think it's making a huge amount of difference. Do I need to stack them? Is that what's going on? Lay down on your back and tilt your head and take slow rests. That will reset your throat. I could. But who has fucking time for that? I'll just stuff up. Fine, we're just gonna get ASMR if Jasper continued smoking or vaping for 4 years. The hypothetical, right? We'll just do this. We'll do one. Ooh, so close. Ooh, so close. Ooh, baby, so close. Wanna try and fizzle out these broskies. Lovely. Blue his house with a blue little window. Sorry, I'm just gonna have that stuck in my head now. There. You enjoy Jasper. I've got to go do my own stream. Fun. Good luck. I hope you have a good day. Enjoy. Love, that's what I used to do when I was singing if I had a choking fit. I mean, if I mean. I don't like how I have to keep kind of going back. I could just jump through the wall. A dramatic miss there. Too far over now. Ugh. I've heard of a Wappletinger before. Cool persona. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, Golden Crook, to the Forest of Fantasy. Also, thank you very much, Jen, for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We hope you enjoy your stay here. And if you are not a part of the Discord, come and join us, and you get access to some hidden stuff. And there is some stuff going on in the secret chat right now. And you will also get access to the privated streams that I was supposed to send you yesterday, and I forgot to. And I'm so sorry. You didn't have to subscribe. You should have just reminded me. But thank you, thank you. But thank you very much, Golden Crook. Yes, I am a Wappletinger. I am part of the Forest of Fantasy. We are struggling through this game right now. Why am I getting flustered? What's going on? I'm also like still like choking to death. Oh, it's cool spotting when I can. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, this is not going well. I'm gonna cry. Okay, fucking get out my fucking way. Go here, and then you go right here. Hopefully, we'll get somewhere now. There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, here's the problem that we now have in that I've got to now get this to point in there. Which is slightly harder than it should be. Hopefully that works. I don't think that will hit it right. Get out my way. Okay, no. Cool. That's probably not going to do very much. Bruh, I'm still not getting it. slightly off. God damn it. Oh. That always really throws me off. Ah! What? I'm still not getting it. Fuck you! Why are you going all the way over there now? What's going on? I'm getting motion sick. Go! There! Point in there. I swear to God, it's right on top of it. Are you kidding me? But if I do it any lower, it won't go. Oh. Go there. You fuck off. Fuck off over there. Naughty. Put it in the spanking corner. Now I'm gonna get cross because this is gonna miss at this point and I'm gonna cry. Jeez, okay. I'm just. I actually don't want to play this game anymore. This is infuriating. Further back. Oh, Jasper, pull yourself together. I'm gonna cry about the fact that I'm not doing this right, and everyone's probably screaming in chat right now, like, "Why are you doing it like this? This is wrong." Just going over the top of it. What is happening? How am I supposed to do this without it going like that? And it's just not working. And I'm sad. I don't get it. I think it's just not lining up properly with the, like, where the portal is. I just don't think it's correct. Yeah, no, like, it's supposed to be, like, way lower, but it's just not. It's just doing it down there for some reason, and I'm not really sure why. It won't let me, like... There we go, that might work. It does in fact not work. Ugh. Wait. Am I stupid? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Guys, I figured it out. I figured it out. Sorry. Okay. Right, this is fine. This is fine. I'm not exactly like the smartest creature on the planet, but we got there in the end, right? What's going on? I'm not reading chat. It's cool. I like supporting when I can, but I'm looking forward to karaoke. Thank you, thank you. If you were talking about the previous karaoke stream, you can watch that over. It's available in the subscriber special secrets chat, so you can find it there. And also, it's I will say if you are gonna watch that VOD, unfortunately, most of Creep has been muted. That was Twitch's fault. I couldn't do anything about it. In future, if we ever do a karaoke stream again, the whole thing will be recorded separately on my PC, rather than trying to rely on Twitch, because Twitch will just copyright strike it, which is fine. They have to do that, but yeah. But you can watch it there. If you're looking forward to future karaokes, putting it out there, people. 200 followers, and we might think about something like that again. Who knows? I maybe made some promises before, and I'm willing to do them again. You don't have any tissues for your issues, emote? No, I don't. Oh wait, is the sheep still here? I think she's lurking, because she went to go make food. Rule 1, Jasper, think with portals. No, it's not asking me for the portals. I just thought with the portals. Okay, I was gonna say, Lara told me she calls Mimi a furry anytime she plays Guild Wars 2. Bruh, is that not calling Get All Black? It is indeed! Is it just me, or does the floor keep changing direction? That might be me jumping through the portals. I don't know, apparently Maple uses furry character in Guild Wars. Dude, there is nothing wrong with being a furry. I literally, like, I keep getting recommended furry stuff on my TikTok recently. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and ever lie to anyone. If you're a furry, good on you, because Jesus Christ, does it take some, like, creative skill to get, like, those their personas. It takes a lot to get those personas, like, together, and, like, not to mention getting, like, artwork commission, getting your fursuits commission, going to conventions, going to meetups. It's, like, genuinely, if there's a community in the world that I think would be so cool to be a part of, it would be the furry community. Unfortunately, not something I'm into. I am just a Wappletinger. Yes, I will cosplay myself. Or, no, I won't. I will go to eventually my plan, overall, my long-term plan with streaming is, my dream is to go on to, be able to go to a TwitchCon. Obviously, I can already do that. I mean, I'm not under any obligation not to, but I'm also an affiliate, so I can just go and get an affiliate badge. Obviously still have to pay for it, but it's just not something you can really do in the UK as far as I'm aware. You have to travel, I think, to Europe somewhere. So it's something I'm willing to do, but I would go as myself. Me, what you see on screen. And that's gonna take, like, some creative, like, skills, so, if any, like, ear makers or furry, like, ear makers want to hit me up on how to best, like, execute my my double ear situation, please hit me up. I would appreciate any advice. But dude, like, no, I have a mad respect for furries, and there's, like, literally, like, we are a furry positive chat. I am all for furries, and I think that there's a lot of creativity to be had with it. It's just a wonderful way of, like, creative, like, expression. It makes me think of, like, I think what makes me think of this might, please don't come for me if this is, like, a bad take, but, like, it makes me think of the Sparkle Dog era, like, on Tumblr, and it makes me really happy. Because, like, as a, like, elder emo, like, scene kid originally, like, it's that sort of shit that makes me really happy. But no. I'm not surprised. Dude, is it really a furry, or is it just a character with cat ears? Because there is a big difference. Jasper, have you ever heard of this amazing game called Schedule? Is that the one that Maddie uses to, like, show her background while she does, like, computer work? Because, is that a game? I always thought it was just a screensaver. I'm really confused by it. Custom chamber, right? No, this is the base game. This is the base game. We're not doing custom chambers. I might actually cry. Snacky's acquired, now more Wappletinger. Welcome back. She's back, Scott. No. Why me? Yes, why me? What was that the big group karaoke? I think we're talking about the one that's available for subs in the sub channel. Unfortunately, Mimi's is not available on there because I didn't stream on that day. I was just participating. But if you are curious, there is a second karaoke stream over on Mimi and I think also Maddie and Laura's channels, where I also participated in some more karaoke. Did some great. There was a great, like, group song. I have a copy of it without any sound missing, but obviously it would be from my side. I think you sent me one. I've got one uploaded somewhere that's like, I'm pretty sure it's your stream perspective that's like songs. Well, I love a good karaoke session, so much fun. We do them like occasionally. They're not really something we can, it's not something we can do anyway massively. I have great respect for those who make furry suits. Me too, 10 out of 10. It's like there is a skill level, and like I just think it's cute. I just think it's cute. Just from what I've seen of like the meetups, like from what I've been recommended recently on TikTok, I'm like, dude, I honestly would participate. I would be so down. But it's like I'm not really into furry, like I'm not really like I don't think I really have an interest in the creative side of being a furry. Maybe I would do art, but like I'm not great at drawing it. I know there's also some like weirdos, but I know that makes up a kind of small part of the community. So, but yeah, no shame in being a furry. No shame, no furry shame here. It's a lot of work. Yeah, I know a guy. Lol, I can help you with it making. I would appreciate. I'll let you know maybe when I'm thinking about going. VTubers are the new furries. I think it comes more from like the aspect of like I've said it before, being a VTuber and getting to pick your own VTuber like persona and stuff, um, is it always makes me think of like when you're making an OC for like a fan fiction. Which I've done a few times. But, like when you look at the old like Mary Sue's where it's like got everything, you know? It's that of like it's like you're just making a Mary Sue, but in a VTuber sense. It feels like that, where it's like you just pick anything you think is really cool and put it into like a character. For me, I was like, I like wings and I like bunnies, and I was like, oh yeah, I also know there's a creature called a Wuppletinger, and I know that's not a very common VTuber persona to choose, so I went with that. Because I was just gonna do a jackalope, and then I was like, oh, why stop there? Why stop there? It's Paul a furry? Paul is not a furry. I don't think he would even know anything about that. I don't know. I'd have to ask. Paul, do you know what a furry is? He says yes, he knows. He says yes, I know what a furry is, and he says no, I'm not one. I beg to differ. No, I'm joking. I don't think Paul is aware of the term furry. Unfortunately, Roddy is. Schedule 1 is the drug making game. Oh, okay. I don't think I can stream that, can I? Oh, I see. Never mind. I don't have a copy of yours, I'm afraid. No. I don't have. I didn't stream it. I didn't record it or anything. I literally sat in the room because I just moved house as well, and I was still sat on the floor. So I was like, I just recorded it. I didn't record it at all. I just sat on the floor and had the screen of like had the VG multiplayer on the screen and like nothing else. Net redeem drink. Let me think. I will drink to that. I do have some ears from back when I was into certain things that I know Jasper understands. Dude, I still have ears and actively buy ears for that sort of stuff. I'm a big part of that scene, but that is a conversation that I don't think is appropriate for stream, but I bought some recently. I always buy my ears from like Dandelion's workshop. That's who I get most. Pretty much, I think I only get mine from her now. And she recently did like a bunch of new stuff, and I got some black and white pair that I'm really happy with. They're really cute. I prefer, ironically, they do a lot of shapes and stuff, and I prefer like the kitten ears, but they also do like fox ears that I find are like a nicer shape and fit better on my head, because I got a dummy thick head, right? Because I just do for some reason, and so like the kitten ears always just turn up a bit small on my head, and so I prefer the fox ears, and I just like go like, oh, they're cat ears, because most people don't really think they see you with ears in public, because yes, I don't go outside with these on, but like they see you in public with these ears on and they're like, oh, they're cat ears. I have no shame. But these are really cool. They've got like a moon charm on them and some piercings, and I love them. But I got loads of calico ones by them as well, but they're the proper kitten sets. That's what I have. Fox ears are so pretty. They're just a nicer shape, I find. Like, I do like their large kitten ears. They're just a bit more rounded, and that's cute and all, but it makes my head look a lot rounder. And so I like the pointy. I'm very, if you couldn't tell from my like VTuber and my art style, I'm very into the sort of sharp and pointy style. I like harsh angles and stuff. That tends to be what I prefer. So like the rounded sort of kitten ears are a bit too round for me. They're smaller ones, however, the like micro ones and the small sized ones. Those are good as well. It's just a shame that the bigger ones are rounded. But yeah, I prefer the fox ears. So I have a pair of Christmas ones. Those are small ones, and then I've got a pair of calico large kitten ears. And then I also have two pairs of fox ones. One is this black and white pair that's in my hands right now that you guys can't see, and then one is a green and silver pair that I used to wear for festivals. That's usually where I wear them now, is like festivals. When I was like going to like parties and like New Year's things at my friend's house, I used to wear them then, but I sort of had to stop for because a situation happened and it kind of scared me a bit into wearing them in public spaces where I didn't know people. Because you get strangers come up to you, which isn't great when you have autism. But I do wear them at like things like conventions and like Halloween and stuff. Just the more appropriate times of year, I guess. And also whenever I take photos and put them online that you guys won't ever see. So yeah, I'm not a furry, but I'm into the sort of more yeah, culture. Leave it at that. You guys can use your imagination. um Lol, ears are fun. They are fun. I bought a massive new couch and I'm totally squished into the corner because the cats are taking up most of the space. I think you are mistaken there. You bought the cats a couch and you are just allowed a space on it. An appropriate size space on it. You can stream schedule one. Everyone has streamed it. It's streamable. I will maybe look into it, but I can't guarantee it's something I will play. I used to make accessories for that stuff. Me too. I still like I'm still like really into it. I used to make loads of like collars and stuff, but the problem I had was I started getting sensitivity issues with them. Obviously, because it's like quite a stimulating like piece of gear. But like I was all right with the thinner ones, and then I was all right with the like wax ones. And if I'm going out drinking, then I'll wear them. But like the more ribbony ones, I can't wear anymore because they just overstimulate me massively now. So fun for short term use, but not so much for long term. But I wear the leather ones because they just sort of go in with the like goth aesthetic anyway. And I have a lock. I have two locks, but the lock. I wear the lock a lot. I love when they do stretched ones and all the little chains. I know. I love it when they put eyelets on them as well. It's like so pretty. It's like such a nice like. I really want a pair with eyelets on them, but they tend to run up quite expensive when they do that, which is a shame. Completely worth it, but it's like I don't have that money. I barely have money to buy the ones that I get. But I do recommend Dandelion's Workshop if you are in the UK and are interested in some more affordable but beautiful quality ears or gear in general. But their stuff isn't limited to that sort of culture, if you will. Foxes are cute in general. I love their little trills. Yeah, I love foxes, but we used to get them in my neighborhood, and our neighbor's rabbit and guinea pig got taken by one, and I'm a bit like scared when I see them now. I've seen when I used to walk to work, I used to see them quite a lot at that time in the morning, which was super cute. I only have black ones and purple ones, but I always wanted to get a set for every color hair I had. Me too, but I change my hair color every month. Guys, I have different hair now. I have sunset hair at the minute. It's like purple to pink to orange, and it's supposed to be yellow on the ends, and it's kind of taken in some places, but I didn't have any yellow hair dye, so I just had to like condition down like the orange that I had, so it's come up yellow. It's actually been kind of successful, but the orange did not take, so I'm gonna have to get some orange hair dye and make make the get the rest of it in. But I have more options with that sort of colorful stuff now because Superdrug have recently started carrying crazy color in my area, so I'm in for a good time, you know. Yeah, I always wanted to get ones. I try and get ones that, like, kind of fit. Like, I tend to go for the more neutral ones because I tend to go with neutral tones, but not at the minute. Well, yeah, that was pretty much the situation. We can't use the 2-seater at all because Tibby is kind of his new bed. And a Christmas ones, Team Fortress 2 ones, oh my god. And Lola ones with pearls and charms, little colors. Oh my god, so cute. I used to have done cool silver antlers that I wore out clubbing all the time, but Hellbird banned pointy jewelry, which was very annoying. That seems targeted. Hell. That's targeted as hell. But I suppose it's the collared stuff, isn't it? Like, you see a lot of, like, really gothic chokers are really long and pointy. I've never been able to get those because I'm, like, I straight up, like... I mean, no one would touch me, so I'm thinking about it. Oh my god, I love me too. I haven't dyed my hair in months, and it makes me sad. I was silver for ages recently, and it just wasn't really, like, looking good, so I just changed it to something a bit more colorful. Can't wait to go into work, because whenever I dye my hair a funky color, whenever I go into work, my boss's immediate reaction is like, what the fuck have you done to your hair now? That's always his reaction. Hellbird, Hellfire, autocorrect is annoying. Oh, okay, no, it's like a club, I assume. Also, sorry for derailing. No, that's okay. I think it was a good topic to derail on. I think it's something I do want to talk about is, like, I don't have any criticisms towards furries or anything, and I think that... Cool. Weird. Hellfire was the fun goth club I used to go to. I'm jealous. There is, like, no goth clubs. There's barely any clubs near me, let alone a goth club. It's not something you really get down here. I think the closest club to me is, like...
This next test was designed by one of Aperture's
I don't even know.
It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin.
Let's go, struggle time. Oh, this is easy. Hopefully it lands.
I bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now. After all these years, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it.
She does sound like she's smiling, though. Any thoughts about what you're going to play after Paul? We should be finished with this in either this... We're probably not going to finish it this stream, but... hang on. It's either going to be next stream or the stream after that, and then we're going to be coming up to October, like mid-September, October time. So what we're gonna start playing is Poppy Playtime. I'm hoping if it will run. We'll play at least the first campaign of that over like the Halloween months, which is really exciting because I said I was going to do it last year and then we played Stardew and I just got caught up with that. So hopefully we'll play that, which I'm scared. I am terrified, but I really want to play it, especially because they released a new campaign recently. So I'm like excited. So we'll do that next. That will be Monday streams. In terms of the Thursday streams, I have not got any further with the Monster High situation. There isn't really a lot of option with it, which absolutely blows. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do about that. I might have to see if anyone knows how to get a hold of something like that. But hopefully I can find it, but it's not looking likely, which is really unfortunate. But I mean, it's not. I'm not giving up on it. If it means that we have to, if it means I have to connect like an Xbox to my PC somehow and stream it that way, then that's what I'll do. But it's looking likely that I will have to source it in other means. But it's just not happening probably this Thursday. Sorry, guys. But we've got we're still doing the Little to the Left stuff. And I have found several games sort of relating to A Little to the Left that I'm interested in checking out, but nothing at the minute because I'm skint, but hopefully something soon. I need to pee really bad. I will be right back. Oh, so that's the answer to that. All I heard is Jasper should build a goth club. I would be down. I've built a strip club in The Sims God knows how many times. Don't ask. I think that was fun. I loved fluffy ears in general. There aren't many goth clubs left in Australia anymore either. Very annoying. That fucking blows. A lift look like a trap. I think this whole game looks like a trap. Like the playtime, I hope you have lozenges for all the screaming you're gonna do. I've seen the playthrough of it, so I'm not really anticipating huge jump scares, but oh, that would totally fit coming into spooky season. Source what I missed the one singular time you said it. Oh, I'm trying very hard to source the original Monster High New Ghoul in School? Or is it Ghoul? I think it's New Ghoul in School. It's the PC version of the game. So I'm trying to source that because you used to be able to get it on Steam, and then Steam delisted it shortly before they started releasing the new Monster High generation, so Generation 3, which makes sense because they've released another game, so there's that. But I want to try and get that game, especially coming up into Halloween season. That would be super fun to play. The problem is, it isn't archived anywhere. There's like one link, someone from Brazil, I think, who's managed to like source it, but even most of the comments on that are like, I can't get it to work, it's not working, so I'm looking into other options, but we'll see. But unfortunately, it's just not going well. We were supposed to start it last week, and I can't get a hold of it, so trying to source it. So if anyone knows anyone that maybe has a way of playing Monster High New Ghoul in School, is it? It's the PC one. Let me know. Right, I will BRB. Guys, I found it. You know how literally 2 seconds ago, like, ooh, that's a pretty moth. It is, it's great. You can find the seller. I bought it off in the description, in the credits description if you're interested. It's under Luna Moth if you're interested. What was I saying? Yeah, so you know how I literally said just before I went on break that I'm having trouble sourcing the Monster High game? What did I just find? I found it! So I'm gonna give that a look over later. So hopefully we might actually be, not all is lost, people. I might have found it. We might actually be getting somewhere with it. So yes. Right. Cool. Yay! Yeah! I'm so excited. I hope so. The surprise! Oh god.
Initiating surprise in 3, 2, 1. I made it all up. Surprise.
Surprise!
Come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt they'd even want to see you.
Sorry? Oh, it's hollow. Hmm. Oh fuck. Oh, okay. Hmm. Excellent. Okay. Get him away. Hmm. Nice. Okay, now we don't have to worry about it. Cool. Right. That was like so much concentration. I'm so sorry. That moth would make a gorgeous tattoo. That's why I got it, because it's very similar to a tattoo I actually have IRL. We have a friend who is a tattoo apprentice, and I'm waiting for her to finish her apprenticeship because she designs truly epic tattoo for me. Oh my god, that's very exciting. It's my dream to. It was my dream for several years to be a tattoo artist. It's a dream I'm still willing to chase. It's just kind of not really in the cards for me at the minute. But that's on, full-time employment. Right. Right. Okay. Oh, I don't know what to do for this. Do one of these. And do one of these. Hopefully I don't fall in, because it wouldn't be the first time. Excellent.
I feel awful about that surprise.
Let's
Tell
go.
you what, let's give your parents a call right now.
To those parents who are trying to reach do not love you, please hang up.
Bruh, rude.
Sad. But impressive. Maybe they worked at the phone company.
She's like criticizing me, but I'm fully doing all her tests. Do it. It's never too late, even if you wait another 10 years. Life is. Oh.
Hey, how's it going? I taught my way onto the old nanobot work crew rebuilding this shaft.
Wheatley!
Really small. I know, Jerry. No, I'm on a break, mate. On a break. Ah! Just hang in there for 5 more. What, Jerry? You can't fire me for that. Yes, Jerry. Or maybe your prejudiced work site should have accommodated a nanobot of my size. Thanks for the hate crime, Jer. See you in court, mate. Anyway, look, just hang in there for 5 more chambers.
What? 5 more chambers. Excellent. Life for being happy. Yeah, so it's. The problem is, I was told, like, when I first started looking.
Well, you know the old formula. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while. So I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math.
I do really want to try and get a tattoo apprenticeship. The problem is like, in my area, it's not really doable. Like, it's pretty uncommon to find artists that are even willing to take someone on, let alone, like, and it's just not something that I'm finding a lot of success in, and that's unfortunate. What's going on here? Ah! Oh shit. Ooh. Hey, bitch tits, your thing is not keeping up with my speed. Ow. Huh, okay, how do we get down? Okay, that's 1. Do I have to jump? No, I'll never make that. You know what I will make, though? This jump. Let's go! So, how to get that laser that's up there pointing? Well, no, I'm not giving up on it. It's like something that I really do want to do. It's just, you know, life sort of happened. I mean, I'm making some dreams come true. I'm kind of making some dreams come true with streaming. That's something I really wanted to do. So, hopefully, hopefully, if I can make this dream come true, I can make others come true. Right, I am completely out of luck. I knew these. Doesn't burn her, unfortunately. Is there like any way up there? Jesus Christ. I think I'm gonna do this chest chamber and then I'm gonna have to then stream because Jesus Christ, this one's gonna take us a minute. I'm just sort of confused. Something up there. This one in here. I got it. Oh yeah, baby. Excellent. Figured it out. Right. Okay, so I've got all the boxes now. Yeah, you may not. You may be in a totally different place in 10 years' time where it can be a possibility. I'm glad your twitching dreams are working. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll ever move out of Cornwall, is the problem that I'm in right now. Is that I don't plan on leaving where I live. I've lived here my whole life. Leaving here would be pretty devastating, so with any luck, I might be able to move somewhere within Cornwall, but I don't really plan on it. I'm very much a home bird. And in all honesty, with autism, I don't even know. Something that kind of crossed my mind recently was I don't even know if autism-wise I can cope with holding a tattooed gum for several hours a day. It's genuinely something that's kind of come up recently, and my thought is like, could I cope with that, or will it overstimulate me? It's something I didn't think about before. So, who knows? Right. Shall we make a terrible decision? Oh, okay. I made a terrible decision. Oh. Okay, the terrible decision didn't work. Oh. No. However, this is how I do it. Got it. Figured it out, people. Let's go. Actually, I don't know how I'm gonna manage this. Oh no. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Sick. How do I get the blocks up here? Something similar. Let me think. Yeah, not gonna happen. Unless... Did I do it? I guess we'll find out. Did I manage it? Was that a play? Did I do it? Oh, I did it! Okay, cool. Look at me go, people. I'm managing. I'm being smart. I've literally played this before and I'm like, look at me, I'm doing this first time, baby. Cool. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Right. Right. Okay. I will put one up there. Go through. And then... She did it. Right, now here's the tricky part where I've got to now get through this without getting shot by one of those. So, wish me luck, people. Could be interesting. Ooh, baby, I'm gonna die. Oh, fuck! God damn it! I had it! Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck. Have you ever wanted to play Castle Crashers? Potentially. Apparently arthritis in your hands is very common with that tattoo artist because of the vibrating. Yeah, this is something I worry about because I get a lot of joint pain in my hands from just warehouse work, and that's just lifting heavy boxes. So, you know, I've always said I would never leave Adelaide. Since then, I have lived in 3 different countries and 4 different states of Australia. Yeah, I suppose you never know what's going to happen. I was originally like, I'm never leaving Cornwall. And then it was like, there was a bit of time where I was like, I might move to Scotland. And then I got with someone from Scotland. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not moving to Scotland. And then I came home and I was like, yeah, I'm not leaving Cornwall. Scarred for life. No, I just don't know. Yeah, it might be a case in 10 years, but I don't know. I don't really plan on it, and to be honest, I don't think there's anywhere else in the world I'd rather live. So, yeah, that's pretty common for most artists in general. A lot of bakers and seamstresses also end up with horrible arthritis in their hands. I think my nana has arthritis in her hands, and she knits quite a lot, and to be honest, just the fact that I'm lifting like, 30 kilos at a time, don't ask. But I can lift 30 kilos, and by the end of the week, my hands are so sore and just like crunchy, and they hurt so bad, and I get like loads of repetitive strain injuries. This might also just be due to the fact that I've also got hypermobility, and it's just like, oh man, it's not looking good. And also just tattooing just might not work with that, which is unfortunate. I wouldn't be against doing body piercing, but there are huge limitations in the UK with doing that at the minute because of the like Dr. Evil stuff, and I'd want to do the more extreme body modification stuff because that's where I thrive. And streamers end up with terrible back issues. I guess every industry has their issues. I don't really lean forward in my streamer chair. I'm like leaned back, like crouched, like crunched up. Boing. Yeah. Haha, pretty much. I think salespeople are high risk of murdering their ass off bosses. This is very true. But what workplace doesn't have this risk? Scotland is very pretty. Adelaide is the capital city in South Australia. We live in Melbourne now. Fun. The problem is I'm like second generation of my like local area from my dad's side. His parents lived here and he lived here, but they weren't originally like my dad's always lived in where we live, but my grandparents originally lived in a place called I think I can say it. I think my grandparents used to originally live in a place called Tavistock, which I'm not gonna say where that is in location to me, but I think it's Devon. So they were originally Devonian, so they were originally from there, and then they moved to Cornwall. And I'm not sure where exactly my mother's from. She said she was originally from Cornwall, but to be honest, I can't actually like really locate her because she's from a military family, from what I understand. So like they moved around a lot, and so technically speaking, me and my sibling are first generation born Cornwall residents. So we were both born in Cornwall and we've never moved. But my sibling is moving away and I'm not. Or at least I'm not planning to. I've moved into a house in the same place I've always lived, so I'm also not really worried about people finding me. It's not really the sort of place where it's the place that everyone knows each other. I think it's a matter of time, but you know, it's not the best place in Cornwall to live, but it is like it's definitely on the more expensive. That's not me giving it away. There are a lot of really expensive places in Cornwall. Melbourne is better than Sydney. Half my family is still in Harrogate. If I ever move back to the UK, I'd love to live up there. It's gorgeous up north. I love living in Cornwall, but like the weather here is abysmal. It's either ridiculously humid or ridiculously wet, and there's like no in between. So Cornwall is gorgeous. I mean, I remember once sending a photo of like the ocean to my at the time Scottish boyfriend and his friends, and they're like, that's not a real photo because the water is literally like sky blue. They're like, that's not real. I'm like, it's very real. This was before like AI generating and stuff, so it was a very real photo. I could probably send the photo in chat. It's not of anywhere near me, but it's it was like a really blue water. So and people don't think that's a thing here. Why? Right? How am I gonna? Oh my god! Why am I being so stupid? I'm so dumb. I just figured it out. I feel really bad for them when they scream, but like they're just robots, right? Maybe I just have heightened empathy, which is something I didn't think I had, but that could have been very bad. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, baby. God, that took me half an hour.
Dilemma, and I came up with a solution that I honestly think works out best for one of both of us.
One of both of us, yeah, right. Great. I think I'm gonna probably stop there. Because we're running a bit, well, we're alright, but sort of getting a bit brain fried, you know? At least we saw Wheatley. Do you know how many times I make titles like that and then we never run into the things that I like am talking about in the title? I'd also consider Cornwall, but most people I know in the UK live up north or in London. Yeah, it's not a place that you really choose to live in for actual living purposes. It's usually the place you retire to, which means our infrastructure is limited because our businesses need people that are native to Cornwall to work in places like the supermarkets and stuff, but then the supermarkets pay, you know, they might pay above minimum wage, but minimum wage doesn't cover shit down here, let alone like living costs. Cornwall is like listed in the UK as the poorest part of the country. Literally. It's literally labeled as the poorest part of the country. Because the living costs down here completely outweigh the average like earning wage. Like, and I know from someone who I work night shifts, I get night bonus, you know, and I earn like I don't earn a lot, but I earn enough to like cover my living costs. But I live cheaply. And it's like most people would not be in my situation, and especially like this is why I can't do part-time work, because if I went on to part-time work I would barely scratch enough money to pay my bills every month in Cornwall. It's also why I'm not gonna sit here and ever wonder what it would be like to earn a living off streaming. It would be amazing, but Jesus Christ, would I have to earn a fair bit to like afford to live down here. Who knows? Maybe it's something that will happen in future, but I'm not putting my hopes on it. But yeah. Now you're thinking with portals. Okay. Fuck the robots. Let them scream. No, I feel bad for inanimate objects. You know what is the saddest thing about me in autism is that I feel absolutely like I really struggle with empathy for people. Like I really struggle like trying to like show empathy to people. My way of showing empathy is oftentimes giving comparisons to be like, I understand where you're coming from, which ends up coming off really condescending a lot of the time. And it panics me so much when I do it, but I'm like, because I never know how the other person's going to react. But it's like, if ever I do that, if ever you're coming to me and you're like, I'm having a hard time with this, and I ever give you an example from my own life, that's me trying to be empathetic. And I'm really sorry if it doesn't come off as such. I'm trying my hardest. Like, that's me trying my absolute hardest. Like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to respond a lot of the time. Because saying, they're there, it's okay. It just seems really condescending to me, but, you know, I'm not good at these things. But like when it comes to like inanimate objects, animals, things like my stuffies, I have a huge guilt complex with it. Every insect I find in my workplace, I rescue. My entire other all my colleagues, right? Immediate see a bug, it's dead, right? And it's like we had a huge moth the other day, and my boss was literally like squealing like a little girl. And he's like, "I'm gonna kick it, I'm gonna kill it," and I'm like, "No, please!" And I like chased it around the warehouse for ages, trying to catch it. And eventually, I caught it, and I got it outside, and it's alive as far as I'm aware. But like Jesus Christ, like it's stuff like that. I have like, I will sacrifice myself, but it's like not good with showing empathy to people, and it's like I want to be, and I'm trying, but I'm really bad at it. Yeah, there's no way there's in-game evidence that GLaDOS put human brains into machine. don't say that. That'll make me very upset. That's a very autistic thing to do. It is. I do exactly the same thing. I literally just did it above talking about changing my mind. Yes. Yeah, it's a weird one. Like it was one of the big giveaways with when I got diagnosed with autism. It's one of the things they brought up on the listing is that my both me and my mother, who was the because they when you get on the right to choose pathway, at least with Psychiatry UK, who is who I went through, their process is that they get a informant, which is usually a parent. In this case, they were asking for a parent, so my mother did the informing, and they commented on the fact that we both stated that my way of showing empathy is by comparison, and it's not great, and it's something I'm very aware is not the right thing to do, but it's like it's me trying to be relatable and trying to be like, here, let me talk about experience. It's not me trying to like overshadow your experience. That's what I worry about. I worry people like when I do that, people are like, you're trying to like overshadow me, and it's like, no, I'm not. I'm really not, because oftentimes this happened a long time ago and I'm over it. So this is not me trying to be like, my situation's worse. It's me trying to be like, I can relate. Please, 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 if ever I do this, do you look at it like that? It's me trying to relate to you, to give you comfort. It is not me trying to overshadow you. I don't want to overshadow you ever. I don't want to overshadow anyone. I hate the, you know what? Fear of being perceived is real for me. That's exactly how autistic people show empathy. Yeah. So it was something that was brought up on my my thing. Another thing that was brought up was the fact that my accent apparently is very synthetic, which I find so funny, because the amount of times when I'm like talking to people through streaming, people say that they really like my accent, or my accent's really like British sounding, and it's not. It's being commented on as like not something that's at all realistic sounding. Apparently it switches between American and English quite a lot, and also just that I'm not good with it's like prosody, I think that's what it's called, but where you stress on your words. I apparently don't do that, so never do drink. Don't thank you. Now I will drink to that. Yeah, empathy sucks in customer service. They tend to not respond well to it. Yeah, I don't like this is why I can't do customer serving roles. It's actually something that works super well in my job. Yeah, like I just can't. Yeah. Yeah, but in your serious sales, I'm not. Learn the social skills to balance between placating and empathizing through relating. I really struggle to learn that stuff. It's because most other interactions I've been able to do through learning through other people, right? Some of the things that I haven't managed to learn are things like empathy, like that. My accent is something that I did try and learn, but is not greatly successful, and it's that sort of stuff. And also my uncanny valleyness. IRL, I give off uncanny valley quite badly. Yeah, it's just like it's those things that mainly give away my them to the average viewer, if you will. Not you guys, but like the average person that I run into at the supermarket or something. Mirroring, so much fun. I also like your accent. There isn't one. This is a thing. I don't really have a hugely Cornish accent, but I mirror people's accents, which has gotten me into massive trouble in the past, and is something that I actively try to not do. That's where I mask the most, is trying to not mirror other people. But I do it, and mirroring accents was something I do, which, if you didn't know, is people take offense to quite badly, because they think you're being racist, and it's like, I'm not. It's not intentional. I'm just trying to make you perceive that I'm something I'm not, and that's neurotypical. Anyway, I'm probably gonna end stream there, guys. I always forget I'm not normal. No, you're normal to me because I'm also not normal. So there's that. Hopefully that makes you feel better, but also I'm not something that you really want to be compared to. But yeah. Anyway. Come on, Twitch. I'm gonna raid Mina, just to give her a little boost because she's online right now and she's been on hiatus for a bit. So yes, bye bye. Well, you two are normies. Hey, listen, we're normies to each other, and that's all that matters. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate your time today. Give Mina lots of love, from me, and yeah, I've got some shit to do. Anyway, thank you for joining me today, guys. I will love and leave you right now, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye bye! Bye 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 bye.